Well, hello there beautiful people, welcome to my channel. The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, and I feel like summer is now here. I am very happy about that. And you guys know I've been traveling a lot this year. I've been to Mauritius, I've been to Marbella, I've been to New York, and my plan is to keep, going away, enjoying the sunshine. However, the one thing I absolutely hate when I'm traveling or just this time of year is how hot it gets and how my makeup looks like a melted pan, like it's actually a joke. Normally I'll leave my house, I feel fresh, I feel matte, I feel gorgeous, and then in 10 minutes I look in my reflection, I'm like, what on earth has happened? So today I want to share some of my summer proof makeup tips and hacks that are really good, and they actually make a huge difference, which will be great if you're traveling, if you're at home and you just don't want to look like a hot mess. Quickly, I want to shout out Diet Coke, my sponsors for this video as part of the Diet Coke Break series. And yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so hack number one isn't really a hack, it just means that you need to open your eyes, but basically it is to look for waterproof foundation. You may not realize that there are a ton of waterproof foundations out there by lots of different brands, and you can wear them if you're swimming. So if you're on holiday at a beach or somewhere, you can dip in the water and come out looking absolutely flawless. And most of the time you may find that your favorite brand has a waterproof foundation. You just need to ask at the counter for those waterproof options. And I think it's great as well if you're hot, if you're sweating, if it's waterproof, it's definitely going to be sweat-proof as well. Okay, so the next hack is milk of magnesia. Now, this is old school. People have talked about this for years. I feel like people have slept on it though and forgotten about it. Honestly, it gives you the most sweat-proof makeup I've ever seen and gives you a flawless finish. I do not know how it worked, but it actually worked. Milk of magnesia is basically an antacid. It's used for like indigestion and that kind of thing. So you can find it at pharmacies, you can find it at lots of different stores, food stores, wherever. It's almost a common bathroom product, and it works really well to basically provide you with a nice like primed base, but also it stops your makeup from melting and your sweat coming through. I don't know why it works, but it works extremely well. But also it's not something for everyday use. Definitely use it sparingly, only for that time where you need that bulletproof makeup would you ever need to use milk of magnesia. But it definitely works and it could be good to have with you if you're traveling away. So the next tip is in regards to sweaty eyelids. This is something that I face all the time. Anytime I go away, even when I'm here, my eyelids I just get that sweat line right across there, and it isn't a good look. So one thing I've started to do is actually baking my eyes. So we all know how to like bake under our eyes, but what about baking your eyelids? It makes so much difference. Nowadays I just use like a paint pot or some kind of primer, and I go ahead and use my powder on my eyelids, and then I go in with my normal eyeshadow, and honestly it doesn't impact the way the eyeshadow looks, and it really stops the creasing and those oily eyelids from just peeking out. So the next tip is super easy. Anyone can do it. You probably have these products at home. If you are using a brush or a beauty blender or your sponge, whatever you use, just spray it with your setting spray beforehand and then apply your foundation. It definitely makes it a little bit more longer lasting, and I feel like it really does minimize how much your sweat peeks through. This is all the range semi-permanent makeup. You guys have been seeing people getting microblading and eyelash extensions and all this stuff, and I think that they're really good. I plan on getting my eyebrows microbladed. However, in reality, not all of us are gonna invest in microblading, but let's not forget that there are other semi-permanent makeup options out there. So things like having your eyebrows tinted, your eyelash tinted, these are really good ways of having makeup that sits for at least 3 to 4 weeks, and it really gives you a more natural and permanent makeup look. Just having eyebrows that look a little bit more darker, a little bit more refined, really makes a difference. It's the same for tinting your eyelashes or even getting like an eyelash perm. These are simple ways to add just a bit more depth and dimension to your face without having to break the bank, and you basically have semi-permanent makeup for like the next 3 to 4 weeks. So it's a really good option if you're someone who wants to be barefaced on the beach but you still want to look beautiful. Okay, so the next one is very simple, and luckily it's very trending, and it's basically to rock the sleek bun. When I was in Mauritius, I basically wore my hair in a sleek back ponytail, and I feel like I've been wearing it actually on every holiday I've been on. I have been wearing ponytails because when it's so hot and you're just tired, there's just no time for all of this. Honestly, sleek your hair back, do a side swoop, do a middle part, add a little bit of a texture. It looks amazing. Okay, so my next tip is basically carry some baby powder with you everywhere. Honestly, it's really, really useful. If you have chub rub, if you have sweaty armpits, if you've got a sweaty face, just carry a little bit of baby powder. Powder on your face, powder on your arms, powder on your thighs. Honestly, it is a secret that really, really works. And there are different types of baby powder, so make sure you find one that works for you. So finally, if you do end up looking kind of a bit shiny, a bit greasy, just work with it. You know what you need to do? Add a little bit of silver on top. Even if you get oily here, just add a bit of silver eyeshadow, silver highlighter. It just makes it look like it's a natural glow from the inside out, honey. It's not sweat, it's glow. On the eyes, a wash of silver gives you that kind of sun-kissed, natural beauty look. Don't hide it, work with it. Okay guys, so those are my hacks for when it comes to the summer sun. For those of you who may be traveling, for those of you who may be staying at home, hopefully you get to apply these and they work. If you do apply any of these tips to your summer or your travel makeup, let me know in the comments, and if there's any other tips that you have, share them with those who are watching these videos. In the description box, I'll also have links to the Diet Coke Break series, so you can check that out on Facebook. And in the meantime, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Summer is in the air, my favorite time of year, and I'm going to share some of my favorite trends for this season, which are perfect if you are traveling away with friends or if you're going to be staying right here at home.